When you think of country music, big hair, rhinestones, and a voice that feels like home, one name instantly comes to mind: Dolly Parton. But behind the glitz, the glamour, and the timeless hits, there's a story of grit, determination, and a heart as big as her talent. How did a little girl from the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee become one of the most beloved icons in the world? Today, we're taking a closer look at the life and legacy of Dolly Parton, a woman who turned her dreams into reality and never forgot where she came from. Dolly Rebecca Parton was born on January 19, 1946, in a one-room cabin in Locust Ridge, Tennessee. She was the fourth of 12 children, and her family didn't have much. Her father, Robert Lee Parton, was a farmer who struggled to make ends meet, while her mother, Avie Lee, worked tirelessly to keep the family together. Despite the hardships, Dolly's childhood was filled with love, music, and storytelling. Her mother sang to her, her grandfather was a preacher, and her family often gathered to sing hymns and folk songs. It was here, in the heart of the Smoky Mountains, that Dolly's love for music began to bloom. By the time she was just 6 years old, Dolly was already writing her own songs. At 7, she was playing a homemade guitar, and by 10, she was performing on local radio and television shows. Her talent was undeniable, but her dreams were much bigger than her small town could hold. At 18, Dolly packed her bags and moved to Nashville the day after graduating high school. It was a bold move, but Dolly was determined to make it in the music industry. And make it, she did. Dolly's big break came in 1967 when she teamed up with country singer Porter Wagoner. Their duets became instant hits, and Dolly's star began to rise. But it wasn't long before she outgrew the partnership. In 1974, Dolly released her first solo hit, Jolene, a song that would become one of her signature tunes. The haunting melody and heartfelt lyrics struck a chord with listeners, and it wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural phenomenon. That same year, she released I Will Always Love You, a song she wrote as a farewell to Porter Wagoner. Little did she know, it would become one of the most iconic love songs of all time, later covered by Whitney Houston and breaking records worldwide. But Dolly Parton isn't just a singer, she's a storyteller. Her songs often reflect her own life experiences, from the struggles of growing up poor to the joys of finding love and success. Take Coat of Many Colors, for example. This heartfelt ballad tells the story of a coat her mother made for her out of rags when she was a child. While other kids laughed at her, Dolly wore it with pride, knowing it was made with love. It's stories like these that have made Dolly's music so relatable and timeless. Of course, Dolly's talents don't stop at music. She's also an accomplished actress, starring in films like 9 to 5 and Steel Magnolias. Her role in 9 to 5 not only showcased her acting chops, but also inspired one of her most famous songs. The movie's theme song, also titled 9 to 5, became an anthem for working women everywhere and earned Dolly an Academy Award nomination. And let's not forget her business ventures. Dollywood, her theme park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, attracts millions of visitors each year and has become a symbol of her love for her hometown and her commitment to giving back. Speaking of giving back, Dolly Parton's generosity is as legendary as her career. In 1995, she started the Imagination Library, a program that provides free books to children from birth until they start school. To date, the program has given away over 200 million books, inspiring a love of reading in countless kids. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, Dolly donated $1 million to help fund the Moderna vaccine, proving once again that her heart is as big as her talent. But what truly sets Dolly apart is her authenticity. In an industry that often pressures stars to conform, Dolly has always stayed true to herself. Her larger-than-life persona, complete with big hair, bold makeup, and flashy outfits, is a reflection of her belief in being unapologetically yourself. "It costs a lot of money to look this cheap," she once joked, showing that she doesn't take herself too seriously. And that's part of her charm. Dolly Parton is real, relatable, and endlessly inspiring. So what's the secret to Dolly's success? It's not just her talent, though, that's undeniable. It's her work ethic, her resilience, and her unwavering belief in herself. She once said, "If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one." And that's exactly what she did. From her humble beginnings in the Smoky Mountains to her status as a global icon, Dolly Parton has paved her own way, breaking barriers and winning hearts along the way. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey of Dolly Parton.